Feeling ready to build our first website? Great. Warm up your fingers because today we'll be doing a lot of typing. But don't worry, this won't be a boring lesson filled with long definitions. Instead, we'll learn by discovery, seeing firsthand how HTML, CSS, and JavaScript work together. Before we start, we need two things. One, a browser to display our website. You probably already have one. And two, a code editor to write our code. We will be using VS Code as text editor. To get it, go to code.visualstudio.com/download and choose your operating system, then wait for the download to finish and install it. Now, open VS Code. You'll see a welcome page. Click New File, name it index.html, and save it anywhere. I recommend putting it inside a folder to stay organized. Inside the editor, type this with me. Or type anything you want and press Ctrl+S to save it. See that little dot near the file name? It disappears when your changes are saved. Now, find the file on your computer, double-click it, and open it in your browser. Congratulations, you've just created your first website. But wait, it looks kinda ugly, right? No worries, we'll fix that later. HTML uses tags to structure content. Think of them as building blocks that organize information on a web page. Now, without closing your browser, go back to VS Code. Delete everything in the file. Type !, then press Tab. Boom! You've just generated a basic HTML structure called a boilerplate. This is how a proper web page should start. Let's customize it. Inside the title tag, change document with learnbydiscovery. Inside the body tag, add a main tag to hold all of our elements. Inside that main tag, add an H1 with the text, Welcome to Learn-by-Discovery. Go to the next line and add a P tag to describe our website. Last, create a button tag with type button and type Start Learning Now. Save everything and open your file again in another tab on the browser to compare. Inspect it well and make your own conclusion on the comparison. Now, let's make the website much more appealing. Inside the head tag, right below the title tag, create a style tag. This will have all of our CSS codes. Type body, then curly braces, and type font-family : quotes Noto Sans. This means that we are targeting the body tag and style its font with Noto Sans. But before that, we should include these 3 lines we get from Google Fonts. Now, target the main tag and give it a maximum width of 800 pixels, a width of 100% to fill all the available 800 pixels, a margin of 0 space auto to center it according to its parent, the body. Save and refresh the browser. To style its children elements, we display it flex to make the elements flexible, center the elements by aligning and justifying them center, and don't forget the flex direction to column. Save and refresh again. Now fix the H1 by aligning the text to the center. And for the button that is stretching along the width, we will set its width to fit its content, and we have to align the button element itself in the center. Save and refresh. At this point, you have a much more presentable website compared to the very first. You can always experiment by changing or removing some of the codes. If you remember, you can also use the very first line you wrote from our previous video to style some of the texts. For the JavaScript part, let's have something happening when clicking on the button. Inside the button, type on click and we will give it a function or an action to do whenever we click on that button. The action or function will be greet user in parentheses. Now below the main tag, just before the end of body, create a script tag. All of our JavaScript code for now will go inside of this. Make its type as application/JavaScript. Here we must define the action or function we called on the button. So we type function greet user parentheses in curly braces. Codes inside the curly braces will be executed whenever we call the function. Are you still with me? Whenever we click the button, the codes inside this block of function will be executed. First, it will prompt for a name and save that prompt inside a variable so we can refer to it later. Then, like our first JavaScript, we alert something with the prompted name. And what if we cancel the prompt? I will let you discover this one. Congratulations! You've just built your first interactive website. And guess what? This is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll learn how to style the page properly to make it look even better. And we'll introduce to you more useful tags used in HTML. For now, stay safe and keep learning.